spoilers for Squid Game. I know that no one's seen it.
Yeah,
so
fast forward to like minute, I don't know, I'm going to guess 53 if you want to not get spoilers.
Oh, well, so skip the episode?
Yeah.
Bathroom break was a success. Only pissed all over your floor, but that's fine.
Any in the toilet?
Drops.
Damn it. We could punk the shit out of Congress.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, I think that would be fun.
And it is a rolling, as they say.
Welcome back, Zane.
Welcome back, Steven.
So, I have an idea.
To Casting Cat. Oh, wait, this is the other hour we booked.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Of course. So, we'll talk about that later. But, so, lately, I have been watching a television show. Recently finished a television show.
Oh, boy.
And you, I believe, have heard of it because you're also into these niche little things like I am. It's called Squid Game.
Oh, so niche. I can't believe we both found it.
I know, seriously. It's this for the fans out there who don't know, which is probably basically all of them. It's this little, indie Korean thing, like Netflix, like picked it up, whatever.
Super low key.
Yeah, exactly. Super low key. No one really knows about it, but if you have like kind of like a, I don't know, dark sense of humor, like also you're looking to like
Korean fetish.
See some shit.
That's why Steve watched.
It might be for you. You might want to check it out. But without giving away any spoilers, I was thinking we could make our own Squid Games.
Like, hypothetically, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, no. The podcast will not be us actually creating Squid Games and finding participants and...
The big thing's the financing.
Yeah, exactly.
Now
yeah,
that Epstein's gone, who would do something like that?
The Patreon's chugging along, but it's not doing quite that well just yet.
Yeah, I think it's right now in net zero. If we calculate all the money we're putting back into the podcast from the fans.
Right, yeah, exactly.
It's a net zero. That's something we can say, honestly, hand to God.
Yeah, because it keeps us afloat.
All the money we make from this goes right back into it. And then some.
But I was thinking, yeah, we could create our own Squid Games.
Okay.
Like, based on childhood games that we used to play.
Oh, clever. We're going to have to think through some of the rules because I am fuzzy.
Yeah, and how they relate to, oh my God, okay, spoilers for Squid Game. I know that no one's seen it.
Yeah,
so
fast forward to like minute, I don't know, I'm going to guess 53 if you want to not get spoilers.
Oh, well, so skip the episode?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
There might be some stuff at the end, probably a would you rather or two.
Maybe just don't listen to this one. But basically what happens in the show is that they play childhood games, and if you lose, you die.
Well done.
Yeah.
Good synopsis.
So that's another thing. Like, how are we going to associate these games with dying?
I mean, losing.
Yeah, true.
I think that was pretty clearly laid out.
Right.
They play by the rules. They're strict about it in Squid Game.
Yeah, that's very true.
They take a lot
but
of
there were
pride in it
creative
being...
ways of killing people in the show.
It was mostly guns.
Yeah, but I mean, like, tug of war.
True, that was a good one.
There was another one. Oh, the one with the glass panes, like that they had to like walk across.
Right.
That was another good one. And those didn't involve guns
and height.
Yeah. So
we got to do at least two.
What? Oh, we're good. I'm sure we can think of more. When you think of recess in elementary school, what were you probably playing?
Trading gummy fishing lures with my buddy Blake.
You weren't playing anything. You were just... I don't believe that you were.
This was a large part of like fourth grade, maybe.
Okay, so we'll turn that. Trading gummy
No, that's a lame one. We can do better.
Okay, sure.
That's just one particular memory that stands out.
That impressed me.
A lot of swing set, but I don't know how the frick...
I kind of... How do you swing competitively?
And jump a gap is lame and skewed.
Wait, no, that's exactly what you do. That's how kids competed on swings, was how far you can launch yourself.
Oh.
If we have...
Wait.
Yeah.
It's like a platform in front of them,
mm-hmm.
and then as soon as there's a certain, like 3 people past a certain space, everything behind that drops off.
Ooh, so
as the line progressively gets farther, or I guess this would have to be a late stage game because that would limit it to 3. There has to be some way, like half the people at the end, everyone does their long jump down the line, and then like the back half fall. I don't know. That's kind of
I think what it should be is
not
just
good at
like
Saw.
I think the way it should be is just like the first episode. This is a first round, like I would say like a first round game because it's one single
30 to 50%.
simple objective. Just jump long. You know what I mean?
Red light, green light was a game, so we could
Yeah.
snag that as a start. That was when I recognized.
No. We're not allowed to steal. What are you talking about? We're allowed to steal theirs. No way.
Why not?
Because that's lame.
Then we have to make it satire, creative licensing.
No. We're making up
Okay,
our own damn
okay.
Squid Games. So
Fine.
I'm thinking swing sets.
Can we call them octopus games?
Sure. I'll give you that one. I'll concede that
It
point.
matters.
Okay. If it makes you feel better, yeah, we'll call them octopus
All right,
games.
then it's a draw so far in this verbal spar.
Okay, Zane's back on top, baby. So I'm thinking for swing sets, it's basically just a row of swing sets in front of a very large chasm. And
Okay.
at the bottom of the chasm is spikes. And it's just however many people
Spikes. The chasm would do it. It
I
was
know.
enough in Squid Game. You're just trying to one-up them.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's not get tacky.
Fine. Fine.
Do it better. Make
Concrete
it Plinko at the
floor.
bottom. It's a bunch
know
of
what?
slides, and half of those fall into spikes.
Yeah.
And half of them are safe.
Even
So there's
if they don't make it,
random dumb luck. I don't know.
Pachinko could be another one. Or Plinko or whatever it's called. But yeah, I'm thinking basically you get on swings, you got to clear a chasm of concrete. And then, yeah, if you can get over it, you go into the next round. And if you fall underneath, you can't.
So it's just a straight up distance swing.
Yeah, exactly.
Any strategy you want, I guess people could like run and try and jump off the swing, and you'd see it swing out from beneath their foot, and they just plummet.
Yeah, or if you had
Standing up on it, there has to be variety. Otherwise, this is a lame ass challenge and just has to one ability in like one way.
right.
It needs to be more dynamic. I think.
Okay.
I think we scrap that, or at least put it in a parking lot for now.
Okay.
We're at square zero still.
Yeah.
We need what was it? 5 rounds and then a death match, or yeah, they ended up with 6 total.
rounds, 6 games.
Okay, did they announce that at the beginning? I thought it was 5
Yeah.
when they said it out loud.
No, it was 6.
Oh, well, then I was dumb and assumed wrong the whole time. I was miscounting. It's like, they have too many episodes left.
Yeah. Okay. What about like tag?
Kickball?
Oh, kickball. Kickball, I mean, you could just have a game of kickball. You know what I mean? Like,
Half versus half? That
yeah.
could be like a 3rd or 4th stage game.
or teams of however many are on a
right.
kickball
That
team.
would replace basically the tug of war, like a bracket.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Okay, kickball.
A kickball tournament.
Yeah, that works perfectly.
Losers, simple, just like the show, bang in the head.
And then there's obviously if you're like trying to run away or like fighting the guards, then you get shot. But there have to be like some other ways that you can lose. Cheating, of course.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know what, if you strike out 3 times, they just shoot you anyway. Is there extra spice, or is just losing all of the elimination? Because most of the games people started dying partway through, and that like added. Well, not for the tug of war. Yeah, this is full spoilers. Sorry, I need to workshop with all of the tools at my disposal.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll put a spoiler warning on this one for sure.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
I am still buried, working on clawing my way out.
Motherfucker. All right, I'll get it done.
These are the audio only is easy.
Yeah.
Filter or put the effects on before you chop it up, so it's just one time.
Yeah.
We don't have any real edits to cut out. We're fine on the swearing at the start.
It does sound awfully easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does.
All right.
I finished my work at
Don't you
2
worry.
o'clock last night, and then was like, do I still have time to go to the gym?
Right.
It's hard to fit anything.
And instead of okay, don't worry about it. I'll edit it. Back to the Squid Games.
OTP HJ for you. That's 2 I owe you now.
Wow, these are stacking up, dude. So yeah, kickball. Are we spicing it up, or are we just saying it's a kickball tournament?
Kickball tournament, first team to like 5 or something.
Right.
And this can be whatever. We can mimic some of the structure. Like this can be 8 teams down to 4. Teams of 8 people or something. Teams of 7 people. So when we have 64 players or some conveniently divisible number, that's when that happens. A mid-late game.
These games also don't have to be in order. You know what I mean? You can adjust them to be different games depending on, because they got to manipulate how many people are left. You know what I mean? Like, they know, they're like, all right, this is a good time for a 50% reduction, so we'll play the marbles game, whatever. So I don't think we have to establish order just yet.
Did you have any like candy-based games, like the sugar thing, in your childhood?
Like Candyland?
Well, that's not quite what I meant.
Okay.
The only thing I could think of was fireballs. Just like everywhere I went, all the states I moved, everyone liked fireballs, and they're always super hot. And then eventually you get all of the spicy off, and it's like white and sweet.
Okay.
And that would just be a straight up like sucking on a fireball challenge. But there you go. There's my redneck Virginia version of this Korean masterpiece.
Stick a ball of fire in your mouth, idiot.
It's just a cinnamon candy.
Yeah.
That's literally the only thing I have in the vein of like candy based games.
Okay.
Except marshmallow guns. You ever have just a little piece of PVC pipe and little marshmallow?
I actually had like a store-bought marshmallow gun.
They're so fun.
I know.
I had one in college, remember? Yeah. Along with 3 Nerf guns and the bow and arrow.
You were ready for any attacker.
Several animal masks. Yeah. It was... Freshman year was a time.
Yeah, seriously.
That is a tangent for 3 other podcasts.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we could do an airsoft type game. Big squad. Maybe the first round. Everyone gets marshmallow shooters. And if you get like ping
Why not just guns? This is Squid Game.
Because there's childhood wonder in it.
Okay.
And that's funnier.
And
then people will try and like catch them in their mouth or hide them or something. I don't know.
And if you leave with paint on you, you're done.
Yeah, whatever. They're painted marshmallows. But it's marshmallow guns. Poo.
Okay. Gotcha.
It can be parking lot.
Okay.
It's got potential.
Trying to think of others. I was thinking like, how do you turn like tag into a game where someone dies?
Zombie tag where they're squad like that? Like a bunch?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Because it's a game system where the person, like travels one by one through the crowd. But it doesn't necessarily...
Would have to be like every 15 seconds, whoever is it gets shot. And then they randomly pick a new number.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Squid Game.
That's a good one, dude.
Thank you.
And there's just a timer on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds or something, and you play it for like an hour.
If you can't tag anyone in 30 seconds, yeah. Ooh. That's good. And then their timer starts, and if you... Okay. This is a good Squid Game. Tag.
You do whatever the math is to cut out like... For the first round, whatever you're looking to do, 40% or something, whatever the show did.
The only thing is...
By the way, this is incredibly brash about human life, and of course this is all entirely hypothetical. This is more about designing game mechanics than trying to get people murdered. But it would also be voluntary. See the show.
I mean, people have to die. Like, look, the guy said when you're rich and famous, this is what you do. So... If I become rich and famous and this is something I want to do, I'm glad to have at least put the thought in now, so I save time later.
Steve, the podcast is changing you, man.
You think so? Yeah, dude.
It's going to your head.
It's far too successful. I feel like a god at times because of my great wealth and fame afforded to me by this podcast.
Sometimes you're genius. It's incredible.
Yeah, it scares even me.
So anyway, that's 2 games. We have a first round and like a third.
Here's the hack though to that game. If the people work together and they just tag each other every 5 seconds until the game is over, then no one ever dies.
That's true. Fear might work at least for a bit. It can't go on forever like that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, we got to continue workshopping it. It's close.
But but that could be something they figure out at the very end, after like some people have already died. Maybe that's how like
they stop it a little early or something.
Yeah, similar to like how
they voted
the main character. Yeah, or similar to how the character was licking the cookie,
and it was totally allowed.
And then everyone else saw him, and they all started licking the cookie. So a bunch of them were able to make it out.
Perfect.
Like a bunch of people will die.
Okay, so this is like a second round game then.
Yeah,
a bunch have already died. We're not trying to like notably thin the herd.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's if they figure this out. Because like, who's gonna be the first guy to let someone tag him, and then assume that someone else will let him tag them? That's a tough.
Rules are no tag backs, first of all.
Yeah.
And then, fear that there will obviously be assholes, so fear that like they will shoot you for doing that cheat will also cause people to argue or be like, speak for yourself. Or whatever. I don't know. The time has got to be
long. Or no, the time per tag has to be very short. I think.
I have a devious idea.
Oh yeah.
If they start doing that and it goes a full 30 seconds without anyone having... Oh wait, no. My original plan still works. It's at the end of 30 seconds. Whoever is tagged. It's not 30 seconds per person. It's a 30-second timer, and it starts fresh at the...
Yeah, so every time there's a tag.
Yeah. No, not every time there's a tag. Every time 30 seconds ends.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So that whoever is
Okay, I misunderstood that. Yeah, no, that's better.
That fixes it.
Harder to break.
The devious thing was going to be you just announce that 2 people are it if you start seeing them go in a circle, but
right.
Don't need to do that because the original plan, the system works.
Right, okay.
It's just a matter of doing a bit of math with how many people you have and how long and the interval, you know?
Right. Okay. Other childhood / games / activities. Ooh, like a double dutch with like razors.
I don't think most
like
of the games.
blades?
I don't think any of the games they played were themselves dangerous. Like the consequences of failing, yes. For example, the glass bridge.
Yeah.
But I don't think they could get hurt in doing there is hypothetically a not get hurt. I don't know.
Tug of war.
Yeah, but that's like a direct head-to-head competition. It wasn't like I'm imagining the marble game as an analogy for the jump rope. I don't know why, but it's not like some of the marbles hurt you or any like they didn't really get hurt along the way.
Right,
the game.
They got hurt once they had lost.
Yes.
Right.
It's not except for what players do to each other. You're not supposed to like be taking damage if you're winning games.
Right, but I'm just thinking if you mess up the double dutch, you're basically screwed unless maybe it only hit one leg and you can still hop on the other one.
I think razors in the wire is a bit too campy horror movie. I don't know. It's not elegant enough for this weird like game and death analogy or metaphor rather. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it fits.
Yeah, okay.
Parking lot.
Yeah.
But jump rope still could definitely be a potential.
Same with hula hoop in a similar vein, I would say.
Shoot. Why am I thinking the pacer, like the back and forth thing
like
in gym class?
Yeah, the presidential fitness test.
Yes. That might be the most universal if we're doing an Americanized version.
Yeah.
Which no studio should do.
Oh my god. A presidential fitness test based Squid Game.
Boy.
Yeah.
But then it's just straight up like physical tests. There's not so much game to it.
Yeah.
Let's stick with our theme.
It wouldn't be as good, yeah, but
fun all the same.
It could be decent. I'd give it a watch if I heard good buzz. So
what other games? It was like Foursquare, Tetherball. What are we supposed to say?
Foursquare, yeah.
Foursquare might, but I don't remember that game. Walk me through some of these rules. Wall ball.
Wall ball's a good one. Foursquare, I would imagine. Yeah, so it doesn't matter the rules, but imagine that you're standing in a square when you're playing. I think if when you lost, your square fell out below you or something like that, would be a good way to kill people, but I don't know how to make the rest of the game interesting Squid Game wise, I would say. Sorry, Octopus Game wise.
Huh. I don't know. The show took more thought than we thought.
Right. Yeah, they were pretty good. They were pretty good.
Also, for the whole finale thing, I don't have anything comparable to Squid Game. Except for just like maybe backyard wrestling. Like,
oh yeah.
That's such a niche thing.
Right. Yeah, if you want the two to try to kill each other, like that's the goal.
And like an attack defend game that works in a group, but like 1-on-1.
Oh, like Red Rover.
Yeah, maybe.
That's basically that was
Sharks
like a
and
Korean.
minnows.
Yeah. Oh, if you split the whole group into two, you do sharks and minnows.
Something like that.
Yeah. But then how do the sharks win? If they get everybody?
Capture the flag should be in there.
Capture the flag would be a great one, dude. Yeah.
That's a good choice.
Yes. Yeah. Dude, so I remember I was watching with Hamza, and one of the things that we had decided was that the players in Squid Game are playing Fall Guys, and the people in the masks were playing Among Us. And that's basically the two plots that are going on.
That's pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Wow, well done.
Thank you. But yeah, sorry. Oh, capture the flag.
Yes.
Right.
That's easy enough.
Yeah. If you get... Oh, that's the thing.
Two teams or honestly 3.
Yeah, if you get tagged, you get like killed. If you get caught by the other team, you know what I mean?
Captured and brought back to their base.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
like straight murder, but there might be people willing to do that. So
yeah, exactly. It's either when you get the flag or when you die. And if neither team gets the flag, then everyone dies.
Oh, I was thinking maybe it's like 30 minutes and there's multiple flags, but they come up like one at a time. So a base is only one flag at a time, but you can score multiple points.
Oh, okay.
That might make a little more dynamism. Like a game could actually be happening. Teams could be behind and then pull back.
Right.
I was thinking kind of like a big blocky labyrinth. You know the wood blocks that have rectangles, the little archways, like just a kid's stack.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking a human-sized version of that, like 6 foot tall blocks.
Yeah.
Basically spread across like a football field size area in a triangle.
Okay.
With 3 team bases and 20 players per team or something.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like if you bring another player back to your base, they're captured or whatever, and you don't know, but at the end of the game probably killed. If you bring flags back to your base, it's points. And I don't know, maybe like everyone on the winning team, captured or not, survives. The middle team, only the people who aren't captured survive, and the losing team, everyone dies.
Ooh, okay.
So slightly more complex, but I feel like that still is like in the framework of reasonable.
Yeah. No, that definitely works.
Capture the flag could also be a one-on-one thing, except that just literally begets a brawl.
That just makes tag. Yeah. Oh, if there's no
or like if you have the flag on your back and you have to get their flag to your base. Or something.
Right.
But I don't like it as much as a group one.
Yeah. Okay. Also, what happens if your whole team is in jail? Then you get automatically last.
Yeah.
/ second. If
the game ends then, and first place and second are settled by points.
Oh, the game ends when everybody on one team is in jail.
So that happens, or time runs out.
Right. Okay.
Go by number of flags.
Yeah.
Or automatic loser if everyone's in jail.
Gotcha. Okay.
Even if they have the most flags, if you capture everyone on that team, strategy turns around. It's a
you really
snitch.
want to make a quick alliance with another team there, but that's hard to do.
This is perfect. That makes for great TV.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so what do we have so far? We have
tag.
We have tag.
Yep.
We have
capture the flag.
We have one more, I think.
We talked about swings, but I don't think so.
I think it's parking lotted.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, we can't be losing them along the way.
I think we only had those 2.
We had one other that I liked, but I think it went in the parking lot. But I thought we might have had one more we agreed on also.
Yeah, well, let's hope it comes to us.
Yeah, well, okay, 2 for now.
Yeah.
Dang.
Let's say, dude, dodgeball.
Dodgeball. Oh my fucking goodness.
Yeah.
A lot of these are team games, but that's okay.
I kind of like the idea for dodgeball too. Every time a player on your team gets out or gets hit by a dodgeball, maybe not out, so it's a little bit, you don't get out, or you catch a dodgeball, then a board from the backside of your half of the court like falls down, and then once they like all fall, you have nowhere to stand. Like
a shortening court.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Every time someone on your team gets hit. But then maybe you would have to get them out because as it gets smaller, they would just get more and more condensed in a small area.
Are all 3 of these a
or
team
maybe
game?
Not. What?
Are all 3 of these team games? Because we got to be a little careful. 3 is probably where we should cap it.
Yeah, true.
I have an idea.
Okay.
If that's settled, then we have 3 now.
No, tag is not a team game.
Oh, right. Okay, so 2 team games, 1
non.
That's better.
Oh, wait, no, we had kickball at one point.
Yeah, which is fine. That's separate, and that works.
Yeah.
So we have 3 team games and 1 not team game.
Right.
I have another idea for a not team game.
Okay.
You ever do, like, field days at elementary or middle school?
Did.
You ever do egg and a spoon relay race?
Oh, yes.
Relay or not relay could just be a tight time where you have to get down and back.
Yeah.
Keep it in the spoon.
Right.
Someone might have smuggled gum. There's your lighter plot point.
Mm-hmm.
Someone might have like a humidity I don't know. Maybe there's a hack you could think of.
Yeah.
But
is this everybody has their own egg?
I would think so.
Okay.
And maybe it's like, I don't know. Maybe you have a cutoff, like the slowest whatever people won't. So there's a reason for people to be like shoving into each other or a competitive nature. Like only the first
that's
X number make it?
No, I would say that you can fuck up other people, like, and that's like totally like not.
Yeah,
punished.
But there has to be incentive too.
Let's say.
Oh wait, the more money thing.
Yeah, true.
That covers it.
Yeah, or if it's like a little bit too packed and someone's like kind of like
on you shoulder.
Yeah, exactly.
People trip on each other. Yeah, this works.
Yeah,
that might work for a good initial game.
Yeah,
very first
egg run. Yeah, that's a good one. And that's another thing. Like once one person dies right there, and just like the first game, everyone's gonna freak out and drop their eggs immediately.
Wall ball could be the final game, 1-on-1.
Oh yeah, yeah. If your opponent's dead, they're not returning the ball for sure.
That's true. So it would have to be to a certain number of points. It's not a one-shot thing,
right?
But that doesn't necessarily incite violence unless they have childhood drama, which is built into the show.
I mean, yeah. If you can like push someone, like you throw the ball at the wall and then you like. Shove them, or like
full contact
just, like,
wall ball.
Beat the shit out of them so that you can just keep throwing it against the wall and throwing it against the wall and throwing it against the wall.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
I think that gives us 6.
Basically, squash. If you kill your squash opponent, they will lose the game.
Squash, but hand.
Yes,
catch.
exactly.
Yeah. I think that's 6.
Is it?
Want to run through and put them in order? First one, egg race. Second one of the team games could be big. Probably not kickball.
No, we'll do team games later.
They should be spaced out.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be second.
No later than third.
Yeah, third. We'll say third.
Okay, fine. Because I'm thinking capture the flag for the first team game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, dodgeball works well for second if you want a bunch of teams.
Oh, yeah.
Could be
no,
fourth.
But the
all the team games are big-ish.
Yeah, but the tug of war wasn't like first or second, or third.
No, but we have 3 team games.
Right.
So
okay.
Unless we want to do 3, 4, 5 team, we got to put one second because I think that the best third to last would be kickball.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that numbers wise fits like 24 people.
Okay.
3 teams of 8.
Right.
30 people.
How do you know it's going to be 24?
You work on it. 24 to 30, a little bit of plot writing magic.
Mm-hmm.
You make it work.
Right.
Yeah. Catch someone cheating, even things out.
Yeah. You
can obviously keep an eye on all these people.
You incite a riot, and once the right number of people have died, then you come in and stop it.
That works too.
Yeah.
You instigate because you're videotaping everything. Violence between people. Some people did a murder. Some people just broke. Yeah. You keep tabs on a couple of people who are cheating, so you can just whip those out as freebies to balance numbers off.
Yeah.
You don't call it early. You just hold those cards.
Yeah. You wait till you need to thin the herd.
Yeah. Perfect. Anyway, I think kickball goes third to last.
Okay.
Wall ball goes last.
Gotcha.
Egg run goes first.
Okay.
Which gives us capture the flag, dodgeball,
and tag. Oh, I love tag.
Tag could go second.
Okay.
I think tag can go second because that works in a big open room.
Big group is the
way I'm imagining like their first room in Squid Game.
Okay.
Like a big open space like that where people are crowding. You can see like particle dynamic simulation if you're looking at it from above. I think you want it to be
a little bit smaller, especially since so many people just died in the egg
Not quite
run.
that big, but I mean big open space. I'm imagining similar to that, like just open sand, sunny. But it can be smaller, appropriate to the number of people. There will be places where we want people packed together. Yeah.
I want to say kind of like the place where they played marbles, but with like the buildings are much shorter, so it's like kind of like things like a table.
Oh, not an open space.
Yeah, not and maybe not as many, just like a few obstacles around, but similar to how like when you're fighting your siblings and one of you is on one side of the table, you can just run around it.
It could be a playground. Like one of the big ass
with the jungle gym and stuff.
Yeah,
dude,
like
basically where the second game was played.
Rope bridge, monkey bars, but like high up monkey bars. If you can hang from the middle, you're kind of safe. Like a whole ass big sprawling jungle gym on a double scale.
Yeah, a big slide. So it's like the first person who gets to the top of the slide, they're safe, and then so probably the person who comes after them, probably safe. As that ladder is getting more and more full. As you get closer and closer to the bottom, because someone's just waiting at the top, and everyone's like, "Go, go!" You're like, "I'm not fucking going." And they start pushing you down. And now like it person can either choose to wait at the end of the slide or try to attack the bottom of the ladder and think that they can't get up fast enough.
Tag in a giant jungle gym setting.
Yeah,
well,
dude.
Playground, giant playground.
Playground in general. Yeah, there's probably a cargo net.
Yeah, perfect.
Absolutely.
Little
That's my
ball.
favorite game that we came up with, by the way. So thank you for thinking of those rules.
Absolutely.
That
good one worked out stunningly.
Yeah, I think that's the most interesting one.
So that's second, right? We're doing tag second after the egg race.
Yes.
Started out low key, get crazy at the start. Or second.
Yeah.
Third then would be capture the flag or dodgeball. Numbers wise, let's use ballpark 450 like they started roughly with, down to.
Let's say dodgeball gets rid of half of them.
Well, the first one, egg run, 450 down to 350. It wouldn't be the same proportions that they did, but that's okay.
Yeah.
300, maybe 400 to 250.
Okay.
400 to 250.
Right. Yeah.
Between the time cutoff and people dropping their eggs.
450 or like 300. Yeah, you're probably right.
400 to 250.
Sure.
And then we have 250 going into tag,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe drop it to like 120.
We can control exactly how many if we do the time it takes to get tagged to the total time of the game.
Yep. Well,
So how many do we want there?
I'm thinking down to like 120.
Okay, sure. 250 to 120.
Big jump.
Yeah, okay.
Then, this is fucking psychopathic to just run through so coldly and
I think capture the flag, the 3-team capture the flag should be next then.
Capture the flag third? Yes,
yeah.
I agree. So that's 120, 3 teams of 40.
Mm-hmm.
Big ass open area.
Yeah.
And also very hard to capture everyone. If we want that to be a legitimate route to winning, we might want to put a different team game here, like dodgeball.
But dodgeball gets rid of half for sure.
Yeah, but that was about the number we were targeting for the previous one. This cuts it to 60. That might be good.
Yeah.
Let's try it out.
Yeah, sure.
So we'll do dodgeball third. We have 120.
Okay.
So what do we think?
The flag?
3 games, 20 versus 20?
For dodgeball?
Yeah. 6 teams of 20 each. That's our 120 into 6.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, that sounds good.
Or 10 teams of 12.
That's better. Yeah,
5
dodgeball teams should be smaller.
5 games, 10 teams of 12.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Because you need a reasonably small court so that people can like make actual attempts to hit people in the back. If you have the teams too big, the room has to be too big.
Yep.
And now you're like, unless you're like no, Jesus, he wasn't a pitcher. Babe Ruth throwing like dodgeballs out there. You're not hitting anyone if they're too far back. Too easy to read, too easy to catch.
There's a lot of low-hanging fruit. You could just say Tom Brady, but you had to go for like a maybe fit. He was like a designated hitter. Was he a pitcher too?
Oh, was he not a pitcher?
I'm not certain, but like, did you have to go baseball for a hard one? That's what I'm saying. There were options at hand.
True.
Anyway,
he's a baseballer though, and yeah, you're not hitting anyone in the back row.
Fair enough.
So yeah.
So
12 is
10
better.
teams of 12.
Mm-hmm.
Or 12 teams of 10. Either way, 5 or 6 games, half lose.
Yeah.
Perfect. Regular rules. People come back in when caught. Like, I don't know, 6 balls or something.
I'm thinking if someone gets hit, they're out. If you catch someone's ball, they're out.
Yeah, but the catch ball bring someone back in rule. Mm-hmm. It's classic. It's canonized in the movie, the documentary.
But yeah.
And then you have a whole team. That gives you more dynamic games.
Right.
We want this to be entertaining also. Remember the purpose of this all.
That's true.
Gives you options for comebacks. Gives you more interesting play.
Yeah, true.
Let's finalize. No team gets wiped by surprise. Or that's like true. The other team gets all the balls on pickup and that's it. Yeah. All the tragic TV that would make.
Right.
Yeah. Catch her back in and then at the end the team goes.
Okay.
Tug-of-war style.
Gotcha.
But we can do your drop-off floor also if you want.
What's up?
Drop-off floor if you want.
Drop-off floor? Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I just think that the way they die should be interesting.
Well, I was going to say the wall could move forward, but that just shortens it. It doesn't add a death thing.
Yeah, right.
I'm wondering how do you keep adding balls if the floor is dropping out, balls will be lost. Yeah,
well, anyway, it's a good game. We can keep it at just losing team dies, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, okay.
So that's third. Fourth.
Fourth.
Wait, no.
Third,
because we're trying this out third, and then capture the flag fourth.
Okay, so there's 60 people left for capture the flag.
Yep.
20
Spoon
on 20
race,
on 20.
Tag, dodgeball, capture the flag.
Okay, with 3 teams of 20.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
This works.
With multiple flags too. That actually is a Fall Guys game.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So then fifth.
I think we set out the rules for that pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be, we would, I think, also not cut out half. That one actually works because you cut out anywhere between 1/3 and 2/3.
Yeah.
Depending on how many team members are captured.
Right.
So that would give us 60 people from the previous game. So,
let's
3 teams of 20. Perfect.
Let's say it's 1.5 thirds off of 60. Do that math real quick.
50%, you dipshit.
True.
So we can estimate half the people, 60 down to 30.
Yeah.
So and then we're going into game 5.
Kickball. I think we need fewer people.
Kickball, 30 is the max. 20. I was thinking 21 to 30, 7 to 10 people on a team. Big kickball field, extra outfielders, worst case. Like you can make 10 work.
Right.
So that works. And if we eliminate more, hopefully down into 24 to 21 or with
hopefully. Yeah, hopefully these people die. Exactly.
That's what we're going for.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is the flexibility in numbers works there. You might have to do some engineering of a riot that night if you have 35 people.
Right.
But that works. You can do that pretty well, targeted.
Gotcha. Okay.
This ain't so hard after all.
Yeah, exactly. I could have written this show.
And then we have kickball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what might even be better?
What?
We want a one-on-one team thing, not just all 3-way teams, huh?
That is correct. I'm sorry. I have to go to the bathroom so bad. Pause the recording.
I will pause the recording. Okay.
Bathroom break was a success. Only pissed all over your floor, but that's fine.
Any in the toilet?
Drops.
Damn it. You're so close to a perfect game.
I know, exactly, dude. I was spelling my name on the floor. In cursive, of course.
Natural.
Yeah. It's hard to do. I'm not quite at the level where I can piss my name on the floor and pinch in between every letter.
You'll get there. Start with all capitals. Start with block letters before you move to the funky little ones.
Block letters?
Yeah, dude. You got to walk before 3D? You can run.
Okay. That sounds a lot harder.
Like capital block letters.
Like
the big
letters.
Squared, the ones you learned in kindergarten on the double spaced pages.
Oh, when you say block letters, I'm thinking not 3D. Sorry, but
you're thinking word art.
Yeah, basically when you draw word art, like you make thick letters.
Oh, they thick.
That's gonna take so much.
Double layering back and forth on the line a few times.
My bladder could never withhold that much urine from the world.
But anyway, Squid Game.
Yes.
So I think that meant we were up to number 5.
Oh, competitive name pissing could have been such a good game, but we've already got 6.
Childhood favorite.
I know.
I wish Snowball Fight made sense, but that's too late.
Yeah, we're too late, damn it. Go-karts would have been such a cool one, too. Bumper cars would have been even better. Bumper cars, you have to ram people off the sides. Can we put that in, please?
If you ram someone off the side, then you're safe.
Yeah, exactly. But to ram
people can still target you, but that'll make people do murder.
Yeah, exactly. To ram someone off the side also puts you close to the edge.
Unless you get a really long run up and ram them.
And this one, actually, I kind of want to take dodgeball out a little bit because this is where my falling floor comes into play. Like, if you don't move for too long or if you don't, like, hit anyone, then the square you're on falls, and now that's also a hole for everyone else to work around and push other people into.
Holy cock.
And you just have to survive for a certain amount of time.
Dodgeball's a personal favorite, I would say, but I am willing to make that trade.
Okay, good. I like bumper cars better.
Where was Dodgeball? 120. 120 is too many for bumper cars.
Maybe. I mean, you can kind of control how much of the floor falls, how much, like... how quickly you
That's a
eliminate
giant
people.
Fucking rink, though.
Oh, for 100, you're right. That is too big for that many people.
Like,
so we can move one up. We can move.
I mean, capture the flag though with 40 people on a team.
Right.
It works.
And we're assuming that 60 will survive.
Plus minus
out of the 120.
Plus minus 20. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I guess we can do that. Giant capture the flag, sure. That'll make for quick-paced, good cuts.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. A giant war zone, basically.
Not to overuse the word dynamic. Yeah.
non-stagnant, we can say.
We could make it quasi-COD. That would be our generation. They could be like smoke grenades.
Yeah,
just that, but like smoke grenades would be fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Little pickups around the place. little knickknacks, tools, and gadgets.
Right.
I think that could be very fun. We'll come back to that if we have spare time.
Okay.
But that works. So we have egg run
mm-hmm.
to 250, 4 to 250, mm-hmm. and then we have tag mm-hmm. 250 to 120.
Right.
Then we have capture the flag 120 to 60 ish.
Yeah.
Then we have
we could do bumper cars.
Then 40 to 80 players is doable, but you hope it's in the 50 to 60 range.
Right. What if we swapped it with tag? No, we already tag was second. What was the second to last one?
The second to last one is kickball, which is hard to do with 60 because you kind of want everyone on the field.
Right, unless you do a bracket. Or are we already doing a bracket?
Well, if we take out dodgeball, we're not doing a bracket, so we could for kickball.
Yeah.
We could take kickball,
kickball bracket.
We could take kickball, move it up to 4th.
Yeah.
And put in a bracket. So we would have 40 to 80.
Yeah.
Which works because you could do kickball teams of 10.
Yeah.
4 to 8 teams.
Yeah. Yep.
And then if you end up with a weird number like 50 or something, then you just break it into even-ish teams.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed.
Perfect. Jinx.
Oh, we're so cute.
That's one OTPHJ you owe me.
Damn, you stole one back.
They don't neutralize. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
5 would then be
bumper cars.
Bumper cars, baby.
Yes, dude.
All right, this seems to be your passion project. Lay it out for me.
And bumper cars?
Show me your vision.
Okay. So you're basically on a floor with like a bunch of panels. If you get knocked off the edge of it, obviously you die because it's a huge chasm.
So there's no walls anywhere, even at the start?
No. Correct.
Okay. I don't know. You see the edges as if this was like a roller skate rink with bumper cars on it.
Yeah.
You see the edges, but there's like an 8-foot gap between the edge of the floor and the walls.
Right. And
it's big.
Yes, it is. And so
how big does it start?
For how many people?
This would be so we did 40 to 80 for kickball, so this is down to 20 to 40.
20, so this is 40 people?
20 to 40 bumper cars.
20 to 40 bumper cars. Okay.
And then, but that works perfectly having this game 5th, numbers-wise.
Yeah.
Because you can eliminate this. We're still a little high in numbers if we did 6 games instead of 7.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
That's staying in. But we could cut this down to like a specific number, even if it's like 5 and handball is down to the last man instead of a one-on-one duel.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a nice way to change it up and not rip their plot.
Yeah.
So this works.
Yes.
We can do bumper cars down to the final 6 or whatever our final number is from 20 to 40.
Right.
Dang, this is the most deadly game.
So this is what I'm saying for bumper cars. So if you get pushed off the edge,
wait,
you die.
This works because the glass bridge was the second to last, and that was the most deadly game in theirs also, by ratio.
Percentage-wise, yeah.
So this is perfect.
Yes.
Excellent.
So the way I was thinking of bumper cars working would be that someone can get, if you get pushed off the edge, obviously you die. But also if you stop moving for too long or move too slow, then the panel of floor that you're on falls out from underneath you and you die. So now, as people aren't moving, the stage that they're on is getting more dangerous. And
people don't know that until someone drops out.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then 2 or 3 more drop before they really figure it out, and everyone starts panicking and zooming.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Panicking, zooming, pushing people over, driving recklessly, falling into the holes. Yeah. Or if you push someone off, you are now next to a hole because you have to push them like into it. So to be aggressive also puts you at a vulnerable stance.
I could see our protagonist like back wheels getting caught in a hole half in. He's like,
barely
gets out. This is good.
And then one of his friends comes in from the side and like T-bones him, but it's a bumper car, so it's fine, and like kind of nudges him out of the hole.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's the 199 move right there.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay. And then
we end it.
Yeah.
With wall ball. Which works.
Yeah.
Because I think we're targeting 6 people for the final game, right? As of right now?
Yeah.
And that works down to the last person.
Yeah.
People get eliminated gradually. People take knocks. That gives more time for them to realize the strategy of beat the shit out of someone.
Mm-hmm.
Someone can just like get shoved on accident, stumble, and die. And then they'd be like, oh, new options open up.
Yeah.
So this works. 6 to 1 is also brutal, but
yeah,
so be it.
Plus, like, at any point in here, like you said, we can adjust the numbers with riots and such.
to fit the drama and interpersonal relations of our contestants.
Exactly. Yeah, incite ways
like
to
Big Brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the show or
the show.
Oh, never seen it.
I assume that's one of the like reality TV cameras in the house. Yep. They instigate drama and shit.
Yeah, I don't know if they instigate drama. I don't.
Or at least capture it, and it's a heavy part of the plot.
Yeah. That is the plot.
Yeah. There you go.
Right.
We have those options.
Okay. So yeah, I think we put together a nice little octopus game.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's see what we got on the time. See how close I was to my original prediction. Oh my God, Steven.
What's up?
45 minutes before you peed.
Yeah.
8 minutes since you peed.
Oh my goodness.
Do that math for me.
45 minutes before, 8 after, 53. Okay.
You remember what number I said at the beginning?
Oh my God. No.
I think it was 53.
Holy cow. 53 what?
Minutes,
You predicted that's how long we would record for?
How long we would talk about Squid Game and spoilers about it.
Oh my God. You're right, you did.
I think I might have said 52, but it was at least that.
Right. Okay.
After some edits, this might wiggle around a little, but time on the raw recording, 53.
Edits, you say? When have we ever?
I mean, putting in the song, it might bump it back and look like 54. But
no, but here's the thing: I don't think you said go to minute 53. I think you said go ahead 53 minutes.
It might be perfect.
Yeah,
it might be flawless.
Holy cow!
There it is, folks.
A perfect episode.
Well, we're all going to wrap it up with some would you rathers or something.
Also one of many, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say we're batting about 500 on perfect episodes now.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we're batting 1,000. It's pretty impressive.
Batman Mad Lib was up there.
Yeah. People are going to say, like, oh, they peaked with Batman Mad Lib. The show's been downhill ever since.
There's an argument to be made that that's correct. Okay. Yeah, I think that neatly wraps up our Octopus Game. Okay. We should draft up a script.
Right.
Maybe just do a transcript of this conversation.
Yeah. And
send it to some Netflix execs.
And we'll be like, hey, we're going to make everyone speak American in this one. It'll be 3 times as popular.
Octopus Game for all ages.
Yeah.
Should we spice anything up? Oh, I did say we could go back and add. This won't ruin the whole Squid Game timing thing because there's no more spoilers we need to give. Right. But we could go back and add to Capture the Flag some of our favorite combat elements from arena shooters and COD just to make it a little more flavored.
Yeah.
I would love there to just be little loot boxes hidden around this massive maze-like labyrinth.
Loot boxes with what?
I think smoke grenades would be a great one.
Okay.
Little pop smokes.
Right.
I don't know what else past that, but that's definitely in the box.
Okay.
Could just be a whole bunch of those.
Right, yeah.
Maybe another is like
an extendo grabby hand for grabbing flags.
Yeah, exactly that. Banana peels to make them slip.
Exactly, yeah. Ball bearings.
Deku nuts.
Yeah, sure. To stun your enemies.
Yeah, flashbang seems a little aggressive. Funny though it might be.
Yeah.
I think smoke grenade is a good call.
Right, shield.
Like bag of marbles you can dump on the ground, but that fucks everyone.
Last resort, throw the marbles.
Riot shield, honestly, yeah. A couple of like plastic shields.
Right.
You could do defense at your base if you find one of those. That's good.
That is good.
There should be something that there's just one of. Like a taser. Hidden somewhere, like on top of a block somewhere that you like the tallest block.
Yeah, pogo stick.
Double jump boots.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, I don't know. There should be something.
Yeah. One of those like professional BMX pogo sticks, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, maybe a pogo stick, but maybe something else.
Okay, fine. A grappling hook then.
Blue shell.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Grappling hook.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking hysterical.
That'd be a good one.
I was thinking like wire, but that's just evil.
Yeah.
String it across.
We don't want these things to be lethal.
Yeah. That might be it.
Maybe a ghillie suit. If this is in like
for this
that
wooden block jungle.
Well, no, maybe it's not though.
I like it though.
Yeah, true. All right, the ghillie suit is a wooden block. It makes you look like a pile of blocks.
Flawless. No one will ever see it coming.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't really. Maybe just something super loud, like a loud gun.
to really
not with bullets, but that makes noise loudly.
Oh yeah,
like just like, blast at people till they're like hurting and move.
Yeah, I like it better as something like that you don't hold on to though, just like something you throw in.
Okay, yeah, sound grenades, smoke grenades,
exactly. Explode
flares, super bright flares. Those 3 kinds of like grenade, and then the special item is a taser hidden on top of the tallest block.
Yeah, and the flare comes with sunglasses because you don't want to hurt yourself using it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you're just prepared running in, whatever. That's
Maybe.
Up to you.
Either way.
But I like that, having just a handful, like a dozen or 2.
Yeah.
Hidden all over. Yeah.
Right.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's nice. That's a nice little bit of spice on top.
Yeah.
What else do we need to add? Are we missing anything? What isn't yet flawless? I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
It's better than the original, if I'm being honest. Like, by leaps and bounds. Like, it's not close is what I'm saying. I think ours is better.
Fair enough.
Punching a cookie out of... The one with the glass shards wasn't even a game.
It was just a numbers game.
Yeah, it was just walk across... Like, that's... Yeah. I was thinking for that, if they did some sort of hopscotch thing, that could have made sense. But no. They just said walk across glass panels. You know, everyone's favorite childhood game. I played something just like that as a kid.
Glass panel crossing was my favorite.
Yeah.
All the
Glass planimal crossing.
The window layers in my city really hated me.
Yeah.
Okay, flawless.
Yeah.
Anything else to top it up? We have a couple of more minutes to fill. And since it's all fluff anyway, we might as well announce it.
Right.
We could do some would you rathers. I don't have any prepared, but I bet we could come up with some on the spot now that our creative juices are flowing.
Right, yeah, be my guest.
I can keep filibustering while you think.
Well,
honestly, it's not too bad. Here, I'll just plow over you. Okay. I can keep talking and going and filling time, and I hope I see you thinking. It's hard to tell. My glasses aren't on, so I can't see if that's your thinking face, but God, I need you to rescue me, Steven. Where are you? I don't know.
You're the one who's so confident in his filibustering abilities. I kind of just wanted to see where this was going. I wanted to hear you cry, basically. I wanted you to go till you could speak no longer.
Okay, here's one. Would you rather have to go present it to Congress on a topic that you are considered an expert in? You currently, I'm not talking you 10 years from now, is something you invented.
Right.
Like you need to learn up and study up to a level of present to Congress.
And I can talk about anything?
Well, it's got to be something important and serious and that you're being serious about.
What do you mean has to be?
That's the range of topics you're presenting to Congress. I don't know. You're doing something along the lines of submarines and wasteful military spending. I don't know. Whistleblower.
Sure.
Whatever.
Okay.
Or would you rather have to filibuster in front of Congress for at least 2 hours without any script or reason to be there? But you have the floor, they're not pulling you off, and you need to fill the time.
I mean, so I can't just like read the dictionary or something.
I guess you hypothetically could.
For the filibuster?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the explicit rules. Sure.
I mean, that's definitely easier.
That's true.
Is it as fun is the question.
Or as untorturous just to be in that spot with, I'm sure, all of them glaring at you for God knows why they have to listen to this.
I mean, definitely the filibuster. That's so much easier and like less pressure to just go up there and like.
What would you start talking about? Rick and Morty fan theories?
Yeah, I don't know. I just like I just start reading the script of every Naruto episode. That would definitely get me through 2 hours.
You start reading out the lyrics to Hamilton?
Yeah, or maybe just like a plot synopsis. I think that would be fun to like recount to Congress. If like I had a full plot synopsis of the entirety of Naruto from the beginning through Shippuden, the movies that are canon. And then maybe, like, if I still need more time, I can start going through Boruto.
You could start throwing in, like, Frieza and things just because they won't catch it.
Yeah.
You could punk the shit out of Congress.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, I think that would be fun to just, like, go through the entire plot synopsis of the entirety of this, like, 700-chapter epic.
That'd be fantastic.
And it would definitely take 2 hours.
You could stay until you're done.
But you said I can't.
You have the floor. I said at least 2 hours.
Right. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm only gonna...
right. I said no script.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the tough part.
You just got to talk. Yeah.
That's another thing could I study up on in practice.
You could bring handwritten notes. I'll allow you that.
I totally could do that. Yeah. If I practice that, do I have time to practice or am I
You would rather practice the filibuster to just dick around than
Then
learn the material.
Well, it sounds easier, basically. And the material sounds hard, and because it matters, it's way more stressful.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't say you wouldn't be at the point where you're confident about it.
Oh.
Like, you're going to have to prep and study for it, but, like, the pressure's on, you're doing this thing. It's less about me making you study than it is, like, doing the...
Can I do the Naruto thing for the serious one?
I think we found the perfect answer.
Because then I get to bring a script, and I'm still doing it.
All right, yeah, you hacked the game.
Okay.
You just licked the back of the sugar tin.
That's what I'm doing then. Yeah, easy money.
All right.
You?
I'll take Boruto.
Yeah. There's not as much of it, dude.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, true. You could go from Dragon Ball through the super manga, dude.
I'm just going to read the exact word-for-word transcript of Dragon Ball Z abridged.
Oh, okay. What are you doing, foiling my plans? Yeah.
Krillin count and everything. Ding,
right.
Sound effects.
Yeah,
Perfect.
With stage directions.
All right, I think we've got it set. It's a good thing there are 6 different congressional representatives that are active listeners and Patreon guests.
Yeah, that's true. If they ever need filibusters, they can hit up the fellas. Hit us at our email address. That's acoupleoffellas@gmail.com. All fan mail can also be forwarded there. Just make sure it is electronic mail.
Yeah. The servers get upset when packages get shoved through them.
Yeah, exactly. I know how much we ask people to comment and how we never look at the comments that we ask for.
But we're really listening and we want to hear.
We get push notifications of emails to our phone. So, coupleoffellas@gmail.com.
Yeah, send any comments to our email address.
Yeah, send death threats there.
All right. Anything else?
No.
I think that wraps another season.
Wow, you don't say.
They're just 1 week long.
So we're... Oh, okay. I was about to say...
Coming up on season 100 right now. Yeah. I like this way of gaming the system.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you on the next season of
A Couple of Fellas.